Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I would like to thank all the new members who've just joined, who've subscribed. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. And I am so grateful that your spirit guides and the ancestors and anyone that you believe in has given me an opportunity to be the conduit of, channeling sessions for you, channeling information for you, and helping you, grow and, live a happy and prosperous life as well as spiritually advance your life. Thank you so much for being part of this family, and I'll do my very best to channel those messages for you. And for the returning members, thank you so much for being part of the family. I mean, this is my soul family. This is an expanding, ever expanding family. So I am so glad that you're back. And in today's reading, essentially, what we're going to see is that on the 19th of November 2024, the planet Pluto will finally leave the sign of Capricorn, in which it has been, residing for the past 16 years. This is a big change that is happening celestially. And because of this, we are going to see a lot of changes happening next year because Pluto moves into Aquarius. So looking at this, the sun signs, the Capricorn and the Aquarius, completely two different energies. Capricorn people are like, the Capricorn energy itself is someone who is disciplined, who's hard work. The ram, the sign of Capricorn is the ram, like the goat. It really knows how to reach the top, and it continues doing that relentlessly. They just work. They know we have to reach the top, and they just work towards that. Aquarius, on the other hand, is like a flowing, it's a water sign, it's like a flowing energy. They're like, all right, let's see what's going to happen, completely, fluid, with newer ideas. People in the sign of Aquarius, someone that might be born in like late January, February, they will come up with ideas which people will at that time might think that, oh my god, this is something that, what are they saying. Another 10 years down the line, the same idea will make a lot of sense. So they are visionaries in a way. So now that Pluto, which is like a very, it's like a serious planet. Yeah, because we've been kind of moving it back and forth, is it a planet or not, so Pluto might be like, okay, just a side note. So Pluto is now moving into Aquarius, and therefore there are so many changes that we are going to see that we might not, that might shock us, because that is the very essence of Aquarius. And a planet like Pluto, which is like a darker planet, which has more heavier energies, when it moves into something which is that light and that fluid, friction is bound to happen. So essentially, this is a time for change and movement and transformation for all of us. So as you move into the new year, also wherever you might be, in this world, just remember, be fluid, do not be rigid about certain things, and just accept things as they come. All right, that's like a general message which I'm getting right now. So I have prepared three piles for you. Pile number one, and I'll turn over the cards. This is like a gateway to the liminal spirits deck by Laura Tempest Zakroff. I mean, these are like very beautiful cards, which is they've kind of created. So pile number one, this is your pile. Pile number two, and pile number three. And I've also used separate tarot decks for each one. So we will be picking a few cards from the tarot decks, and then we'll be going through the oracle cards. So I'll just turn over the cards for you. So pile number one, you got the toad. We were just talking about fluidity and the amphibious, toad can survive in water as well as in on land. So the fluidity is already coming out. The toad card, and the toad essentially, it looks so calm and peaceful. I mean, so pile number one is the toad card. Pile number two is the cedar. Wow. The pines, the pine needles as well as the cones. This is a very fragrant, tree, and it repels a lot of pests. So it's kind of used to make a lot of, idols in temples, like wooden idols or wooden things, because the pests, the termites and all, they're just kind of repelled by the fragrant, uh, pine wood, cedar wood, sorry, not the pine wood. So yeah. And this looks like alive, this looks alive to me. And pile number three, you got the mandrake. Whoa. This looks like a humanoid. And the mandrake has been known to do that. It looks like a little human being when you pull it out from the roots. This is a very, very magical card. This is a magical herb. So pile number one, toad, pile number two, cedar, and pile number three, mandrake. So whichever pile you are drawn to, you can select that. Always remember you are never wrong. All right. So you can select one pile, you can select two piles, you can listen to the entire reading. It means you were meant to hear those messages. All right. So choose a pile, and when you go into the description box below, you can select. I have like three select a pile, timestamps. So you can select whichever pile you want, and you click on that, and it's going to open up another video for you, which will be the actual reading. So this is just kind of an introduction. So the links for each of your readings will be provided in the description box below. You can read what the reading is going to be about, and we can also kind of you can find the links there as well. So in this reading, essentially we are going to find what this change of Pluto from the sign of Capricorn me into Aquarius means to you, and what types of changes is it bringing, and we'll see what blessings are coming with those changes, and what advice do we have if there are any challenging changes, or if there are any kind of changes happening. So what advice does spirit have, what your spirit guides have, what your ancestors have. I don't know, ancestral energy is coming very strongly. So we're going to see those kind of messages. So what changes are coming because of this major shift happening in the celestial bodies, and what blessings and challenges and advice is coming for us. We're going to see that in this reading, and I will see you in your reading. Thank you.